Bigyan natin ng pagkakataong pakinggan ang mga sumusunod na mensahe mula sa ating minamahal na DepEd Secretary, Ginang Leonor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be sure, be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Sa ating Regional Director, Ginoong Francis Bringas.
Warm greetings to everyone. As school year 2020-2021 draws closer to its end, you may look back to the many firsts that took place during this school year. I hope that these unique experiences have taught you meaningful life lessons that you can bring with you beyond the COVID-19 pandemic wherever your destiny leads you in the future. I would like to congratulate you, dear graduates and completers, for finishing your basic education. The Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan that was utilized by the Department of Education paved the way for your completion of basic education despite the numerous unprecedented challenges brought about by the prevailing pandemic. For this, your alma mater is very proud of you. Despite inevitable threats brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, resiliency will not allow the pandemic to cripple us and destroy our desire to deliver quality education. Thus, this year's theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, underscores our aim to sustain the quality of basic education despite the challenges of the new normal setting. Our combined efforts to deliver quality basic education amid the pandemic should produce holistic graduates equipped with lifelong skills, graduates who would help usher in a brighter future for the Philippines. Likewise, I would like to congratulate the teachers and school heads for your support to the BELCP of the Department of Education, that education must continue despite restrictions of face-to-face conduct of classes in schools. It was very challenging on the part of teachers, but also as challenging on the part of parents to ensure that their children would receive the quality education in whatever modality was available and most appropriate. Finally, to all our stakeholders who have continuously supported DepEd in all our programs and activities, my grateful appreciation for your unwavering support and commitment to the department. Sa inyong mga giliw kong mag-aaral ng Calabarzon na magsisitapos, binabati ko kayo sa inyong matagumpay na pagtatapos. Kayo ang buhay na patunay na kayang magpatuloy ng edukasyon sa gitna ng pandemya. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Sa pansangay na pamanihala ng probinsya ng Batangas, Ginang Myrtle M. Everdome.
Sa mga kabataang magsisipagtapos ngayong taong panuruan 2021, mga guro, mga magulang, mga panauhin, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. I am deeply honored to witness this significant event in your lives. To every graduating student, this day is a remarkable day to harvest the fruit of your labor. After all the endless battles brought by the challenges of the new normal, which no one could ever imagine, we emerged victorious in this fight, and this occasion is the most fitting climax to claim the victory. To your parents, this is another milestone in their lives, because at the very instant they became your teachers and eventually embraced the role, which was quite unfamiliar to many. Thank you, dear parents, for having your homes filled with so many stories of success and beautiful memories that you will treasure for the rest of your lives. Sumasaludo po kami sa inyong lahat. This year's graduation theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, reflects every stunning struggle everyone has experienced, which made teaching and learning at home happen just as it was in the classroom. The pandemic times have been difficult, but your resilience, grit, and collaboration have brought you this far. Every school gave its best shot to create ways and means to continue learning amidst the shortages, threats, and difficulties of distance learning. We can underestimate the presence of our barangay officials, Parents Teachers Association, and local government executives for providing platforms, supplies, materials, and equipment to sustain our learning continuity plan. Everyone has taken his share in finding means to bring you here today. Mabuhay po kayo at taos-pusong pasasalamat ang aming ipinaabot. Magsilbi sana kayong inspirasyon ng ating mga kabataang magsisipagtapos upang maging mabuting mamamayan ng ating bansa. You've gone through a lot of adjustments because of these changes. Vital concerns have been raised, such as the kind of instruction that will be provided at home, how your parents will manage learning at home, and what class schedule will full-time working parents employ. How about our teachers? Do not forget how much they have gone through for your modules and worksheets, online and offline, before and after you have accomplished everything. Mga bata, alam ba ninyo na habang tulog na tulog tayong lahat sa ating mga tahanan, ang ating mga guro ay gising at patuloy na gumagawa ng mga activity sheets at learning plan na ipapadala sa inyo linggo-linggo. Kaya hinihiling namin sa inyong lahat, mga kabataan, magulang, mga panauhin, na tulungan ninyo kaming may pagpatuloy ang edukasyon sa kabila ng pandemya upang makamit ng mga kabataang nasa ating harapan ang kanilang mga pangarap. As your superintendent, I am happy to share the excitement that you feel today. I wish you and your family enjoy all your triumphs ahead for the greatest of you. Good luck, congratulations, at maraming salamat po muli sa inyong lahat.
Sa ating pampurok na tagamasid ng Distrito ng Tubi, Dr. Placida G. De La Vega.
Sa atin pong Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Myrtle M. Evardome, sa atin pong minamahal na punong bayan, Kagalang-galang Armando P. Afable, kay Kagalang-galang Feli Rivera, Counselor in Charge in Education, sa walang kapagurang mga guro sa pamumuno ng ating magaling at masipag na punong guro, sa lahat ng mga magulang, sa pamumuno ng ating mga PTA officers, sa mga kabataang nagsipagtapos, mga kaibigan, isang maaliwalas at matagumpay na araw po sa inyong lahat. Una po ay ang pasasalamat sa Poong May Kapal sapagkat naitawid natin ang taong panoroan na ito ng maayos sa kabila ng nararanasan nating pandemya. Hindi niya tayo pinabayaang mahinto ang pag-aaral ng ating mga kabataan. Manapay binigyan tayo ng mga alternatibong pamamaraan upang patuloy na maihatid ang nararapat na edukasyon para sa kanila. Ikalawa ay ang pasasalamat sa ating punong guro at mga guro sa walang pasubaling pagbibigay nila ng serbisyo upang maipagpatuloy ang pagbibigay ng edukasyon sa ating mga mag-aaral. Hindi nila inaalintana ang panganib na dala ng COVID-19 at sa halip ay patuloy silang umiisip ng mga paraan upang dumaloy ang edukasyon sa ating paaralan. At ang ikatlo ay ang pasasalamat sa ating mga magulang dahil sa patuloy nilang pagtitiwala na ang edukasyon ay mahalaga para sa magandang kinabukasan ng kanilang mga anak. Tunay nga pong masasabi nating isang tagumpay ang taunang pagtatapos na ito sapagkat sa kabila ng iba't ibang suliranin kinakaharap natin, kabilang ang pandemya, banta ng pagputok ng Bulkang Taal, bagyo, at kung ano-ano pa, ay patuloy pa din tayong nagsisikap na maibigay ang dekalidad na edukasyon sa ating mga kabataan. Walang pandemya o kalamidad ang makakapagpahinto sa pagdaloy ng edukasyon. Sa pagpapatuloy po nito, hiling lang po namin ang pagsuporta ng ating mga internal at external stakeholders at sa tulong na din ng ating local government unit sa pamumuno ng ating minamahal na punong bayan, Kagalang-galang Armando P. Afable. Kung wala po sila, hindi po magiging posible ang mga programs and projects ng Department of Education. Sa mga kabataang nagsipagtapos ngayong araw na ito pa lamang ang simula ng panibagong yugto ng inyong buhay. Sikapin ninyong maipagpatuloy ang inyong pag-aaral sa kabila ng nararanasang mahirap na sitwasyon at panatilihin ang focus na makuha ang layuning minimithi para sa magandang kinabukasan. Patuloy po tayong manalangin at humingi ng tulong sa ating poong may kapal na malampasan natin ang nararanasang pandemya at ibigay sa atin ang maganda at maayos na pamumuhay. Nothing is impossible with God. Congratulations, graduates!
Sa ating ina ng paaralan, Dr. Elizabeth M. Gali.
Thank you very much, Ms. Raylene. To our beloved Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Myrtle Evardome, to Dynamic District Supervisor, Dr. Placida G. De La Vega, Honorable Mayor Randy Apable and Company, sa ating pong sangguniang barangay, headed by our Kapitan De Guzman, to the PTA officers, headed by Mrs. Lloydan Magnaye, fellow teachers, completers, and to the proud parents, stakeholders, a blessed day to each and everyone. Congratulations! We've done it. All the hard work has finally paid off, and we have accomplished one of the major early milestones in our lives: high school completion. I am very honored, but at the same time, sentimental, wishing I could speak to you face to face. I express my gratitude, but nonetheless, I am still proud that despite the raging pandemic, we are all here. We are still here fighting, celebrating our triumphs, our achievements, our victories, and the journey on which we have all embarked towards our future destination. Ang taong panuruang 2020-2021 ay salamin ng mga suliranin, hamon, pagsisikap, pagtitiis, pagtsatsaga at pagkakaisa sa kabila ng pandemya. Higit kailanman, ngayon natin nasukat kung gaano kaabilidad ang ating mga guro at pagsisikap ng mga mag-aaral na kahit sa gitna ng panganib ay patuloy na itinaguyod pa rin ang kalidad ng edukasyon. Edukasyon na siyang panghahawakan at magsisilbing sandata laban sa mas mahirap at matinding hamon. Ngunit sa kabila ng dagok na ating pinagdaanan, masasabi kong kayo'y napakapalad pa rin na wala man sa ating kalayaan na pilayan man ang ating mga bagwis, ay hindi pa rin sumuko ang mga mahal nating guro. Patuloy na mga namayagpag sa paghahatid ng kaalaman sa makabagong paraan. Ang hirap na inyong tinatamasa ngayon ay hindi pa rin papantay sa hirap na naranasan ng inyong mga magulang. Naalaala ko noon, nung kami bagong nag-aaral, kip-kip ang bag sa pagpasok na kung hindi yari sa katsa ay sa sako. Naaari na din kahit plastik na buslo. Karamihan sa aming mga yapa, ama ang may maayos na tsinelas. Karaniwang papasok ng walang kain at may bubong sa dahon. Kaulam ay tuyong hawak. Kami noon ay walang cellphone, iisa notebook at lapis. Walang magarang gamit. Pero heto kami. Siyang sa inyo'y nagbabahagi ng kaalaman. Alam niyo ba kung bakit ko ito binabahagi sa inyo? Upang inyong maisip na sa kabila ng COVID-19 pandemic, kayo ay higit pa ding mapalad. Ito ay upang magsilbing ayuda, upang huwag sumuko, at bagkos ay lalong magsikap na abutin ang inyong mga pangarap, sapagkat walang pandemyang dadaig sa taong masikap at magaling. Sa mga kapwa ko guro, sa walang humpay na pagtsatsaga, pagtitiis at higit sa lahat, sa pagkakaisa na inyong ipinakita, ako ay lubos na nalulugod at nagpapasalamat sa kabayanihang inyong ipinakita. Wala ang araw na ito kung wala kayo. Alam ko na nakakaiba sa nakasanayan ang inyong dinanas sa taong ito. Subalit ang alab na makapagbahagi ng kalaman ay hindi naglaho. Alab na siyang sumulog sa pisi ng salot at pandemya. At ang alab na nag-intindi sa mas higit pang pagpupunyagi. To our beloved parents, walang hanggang pasasalamat po ang hatid mula sa aming mga kaguruan. Salamat po at hindi nyo kami iniwan sa pagtataguyod ng edukasyon para sa inyong mga anak. Ngayon namin mas naramdaman ang inyong suporta at pagmamahal. When we started this school year, no one ever knew how things would change due to unprecedented pandemic. But we changed due to the safety of the majority, and we never gone wrong. We all had our own unique experiences, a combination of new good times and bad times. Times of struggles, this penultimate day of momentous accomplishment is once more unfolded to all of you, my dear completers. Often on completion days, we usually look outside for heroes. But I'm sure they are here among you, right here among us. doing our own share of good deeds amid the COVID-19 pandemic, helping to strengthen the quality of education. And before I end this message, I want to instill something inside your hearts to mark and be your guide in life. Always remember the passage from Dalai Lama. Despite difficulties, always keep optimism. I can overcome the difficulties. That mental attitude itself will bring inner strength and self-confidence. Now that we are in the new age where change is the only constant, I encourage you to embrace it, to be inspired, to push the boundaries, innovate, and find your own unique ways to set the norms. Because success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Welcome to the next chapter. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you.
Sa ating punong bayan ng Tuwi, kagalang-galang na Ginoong Armando P. Afable.
Sa mga magtatapos ngayong araw na ito, sa mga mag-aaral, mga magulang, mga guro at mga punong guro, pagbabati ng isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Alam natin sa panahon ngayon, panahon ng COVID-19 pandemic, ay may panibagong hamon sa ating lahat. Hindi lang sa mag-aaral, kundi sa mga magulang at ganoon din sa mga guro. Kung paano mapapanatili natin ang kalidad ng edukasyon dito sa ating bayan sa gitna ng tinatawag nating pandemya. Sinasabi natin na hindi pa ngayon pinahintulutan ang face-to-face classes at mananatili lang tayo sa ating mga tahanan upang tungtunghayan ang ating mga gagawin sa pamamagitan ng modules na inahatid sa ating tahanan ng ating mga guro. Pagminsan, kinakailangan din natin ng internet o kaya ay papaano kapag walang signal. Lahat ay nabago ang sistema dahil sa pandemya ating kinakaroon. Subalit ang lahat na ito ay ginagawa natin ng paraan upang ang mga mag-aaral ay hindi mahinto sa pag-aaral at manatili ang kalidad ng edukasyon dito sa ating bansa. Nagbibigay din po tayo ng ilang mga scholarship, pagkamat hindi ganun karami, nagbibigay rin po tayo ng cash assistance sa mga estudyante. At yan po ay ginagawa natin upang makatulong sa inyong mga bata sa pag-abot ng inyong mga pangarap. Kung minsan, tingnan din natin sa positibong pananaw ang mga pangyayari dito na kinakaharap natin simula ng isang taon pa. Naandyan ang pagputok ng volcano, naandyan ang mga bagyo, lindol, at lalong-lalo na itong COVID-19 pandemic. Hindi po pwede na negatibo ang nangyayari sa paligid ay magiging negatibo na rin ang ating mga pag-iisip. Naandyan yung nagkakaroon tayo ng pagkakataon mag-banding sa ating pamilya, naandyan yung natututo tayo magdasal ng taimtim, at naandyan natuto rin tayo na alagaan ang ating mga kalusugan. Yun dapat ang ginagawa natin sa mga panahon ito. Sa mga magulang din, nagsisilbing guro ninyo sa inyong mga tahanan at alam po na napakalagay ng kanilang sakripisyo dahil hindi naman talaga sila mga well-trained na guro. At alam ko nagtatanong pa rin sila sa mga kakilala nila, sa mga guro natin upang paano resolbahin ang mga aralin ng mga batang ito. Kaya sa inyo mga magulang, taos puso ang aking pasasalamat sa inyong walang sawang pag-alalay, pagsuporta sa inyong mga anak tungo sa pagkabit ng kanilang mga pangarap. Sa mga guro naman, ito isang panibagong hamon sa inyong lahat sa pamamagitan ng panibagong mode of teaching na ginagamit sa gitna ng pandemya na tinatawag na din nating new normal. Bagong hamon ito kung paano may tatawid, may hahatid sa mag-aaral ang mga aralin na dapat nilang matutunan. Kaya sa puntong ito, binabati ko kayong lahat. Una sa mga mag-aaral na magsisipagtapos sa kanilang masigasig na pagsisikap upang makapag-aral para maabot ang inyong mga mithiin sa buhay. Binabati ko rin ang mga magulang ng mga magsisipagtapos na walang sawa nilang pagsuporta at pag-alalay sa mga anak. Higit sa lahat, ay binabati ko rin ang mga guro sa patuloy nilang paglilingkod upang ang kalidad ng edukasyon ay lalong mapatatag sa gitna ng pandemya. Patuloy lang po tayo mag-ingat, patuloy lang po tayo magdasal, at tingin ko ay walang hadlang upang hindi natin maabot ang ating mga pangarap sa buhay. Kaya sa inyong lahat, kayo ay binabati ko at maligayang pagtatapos at patuloy tayong nakapokus sa ating mga pangarap. Maraming salamat po at mag-iingat po tayo.
Sa ating pong barangay, kagalang-galang na Ginoong Salvador de Guzman.
Sa ating punong guro, Ma'am Elizabeth Galet, at sa kanyang mga kasamang guro, at gayon din po sa ating mga magulang, at sa mga magsisipagtapos nating mag-aaral sa taong ito. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Bagamat nasa panahon tayo ng pandemic, ay nakakaraos din tayo at sa awa ng ating Panginoon Diyos, hindi niya tayo pinababayaan sa mga pagsubok na dinaranas natin sa panahong ito. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa ating mga guro at sa ating magulang dahil po sa kanilang pagtitiyagang pagtuturo sa mga bata na kahit tayo ay nasa panahon ng pandemic, ay andyan pa rin sila para turuan ng mga batang mag-aaral at maiangat ang kanilang mga isipan. At para po sa mga batang magsisipagtapos, pilitin niyong patuloy na mag-aral. At para din po yan sa inyo na kung sakaling makatapos kayo ng pag-aaral, magagamit din niyo yan para sa inyong magandang kinabukasan. At isang pamana na rin ng ating magulang. Maligayang pagtatapos sa ating mag-aaral, mabuhay po kayo at panatilihin po nating maghugas ng kamay, mag-alcohol at laging naka-face mask para labanan natin ang COVID-19. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Sa ating tagapanguna ng Education Committee, Barangay Ginhawa, kagalang-galang na Konsehala Irene A. Abe.
Sa araw na ito ng virtual moving up ng grade 10 completers, akin pong binabati na magandang araw ang ating minamahal na School Division Superintendent, Ma'am Myrtle M. Ebardome, ang ating napakasiglang Public School District Supervisor ng Distrito ng Tuwi, Dr. Placida G. De La Vega, ang ating masipag na School Head, Dr. Elizabeth M. Galit, sa ating mga guro ng Tuwi National High School, sa ama ng ating barangay, kagalang-galang na Ginoong Salvador T. Guzman, mga kapwa ko PTA officers, mga mag-aaral na magsisipagtapos at sa kanilang mga magulang. Ako'y nagagalak na makita sa mahalagang araw na ito ang mga grade 10 completers ng Tuwi National High School batay sa ating tema ng Moving Up ngayon, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Pinatunayan ninyo mga mag-aaral na hindi kayo nagpatinag sa anumang balakid na dala sa atin ng pandemyang ito. Patuloy nawa ninyong payabungin ang inyong kaalaman at sikaping mag-aral ng mabuti sa mga susunod pang yugto ng inyong buhay. Huwag kayong mapagod mangarap. Kilalanin din ninyo ang pagod ng inyong mga magulang. Maiahon lamang kayo sa inyong pag-aaral. Edukasyon ang tanging kayamanan na maipagmamalaki namin sa inyo. Sa araw na ito, tanggapin ninyo ang aking bukal at taos-pusong pagbati sa inyong moving up. Congratulations, grade 10 completers, batch 2020-2021.
Upang maghatid ng mensahe ng pasasalamat, narito si Binibining Ivy V. Gonzalez, may mataas na karangalan.
To our exceptional Deputy Secretary, Professor Leonor Magtolis Violes, to our distinctive Regional Director Francis Cesar B. Bringas, to our incomparable Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Myrtle M. Ebardome, to our esteemed Public School District Supervisor, Dr. Placida G. De La Vega, and to our very own Mother of the National High School, Dr. Elizabeth M. Galit. To our Sangguniang Barangay, headed by Captain Salvador B. Guzman, to our PTA officers, headed by Ms. Lloyda Magnayet, greetings and welcome to Tuwi National High School second virtual moving up ceremony. Before I start, I would like to express my greatest gratitude to our generous visitors who give their time to witness our heartfelt completion rites. And to the Almighty God, who bless us with the opportunity to be here, despite the calamities and pandemic that affected us physically, mentally, and emotionally. Thanks to Him, we're one step closer to reaching our goal, another step to our journey in the highway called life. Let us also give a round of applause to our teachers here in our beloved school, Tuwi National High School, for providing us with everything that we need to overcome the burdens brought to us by the pandemic, from sending video tutorials to answering our queries even late at night. Honestly, all this will not be possible without them, our teachers, our unsung heroes. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, and may the Lord continue to bless you. To my fellow students, The school year 2020-2021 introduced us to one of the biggest challenges we ever faced. No more face-to-face meetings, no more collaborative activities, limited resources. There may be times when we almost lost ourselves, times when we break down due to different circumstances. However, we just like in the stories and novels we read. We, as a protagonist, had overcame everything that was thrown at us. We never yielded. Instead, we became stronger with our dreams, hopes, and aspirations. As our fuel, we continue to fight, we continue to suffer. But alas, we won! And of course, let's not forget, behind every student's achievement are our parents. Our parents who never grew tired and continue to struggle with us. Accept our sincerest gratitude. Thank you for everything, for sacrifices, for the sleepless nights you shared with us. Thank you, and we love you from the bottom of our hearts. Once again, congratulations everyone!
Narito naman si Charlene May Eliao para sa panunumpa ng katapatan ng mga magsisipagtapos.
Ako magsisipagtapos, itaas natin ang ating kanang kamay sa ayos ng panunumpa. Kami na nagtapos ng junior high school sa Tuwi National High School ay mataimtim na nangangako ng walang hanggang katapatan sa aming inang paaralan at sa samahan ng mga magsisipagtapos. Sa pagkakabilang sa samahang ito, kami ay nangangako na maglilingkod sa kanya ng buong katapatan. Pagsisikapan namin mabigyan ng dangal ang mapunying pangalan ng Tuwi National High School. Gayun din, sisikapin namin makatulong sa pagtataguyod na magandang simulain ng pamahalaan at ng republika. Patnubayan nawa kami ng dakilang lumikha. Taglay ang tapat na paninindigan, kaming nabibilang sa klase 2020-2021 ng Tuwi National High School ay mataimtim na nangangako ng pagtatapat sa inang paaralan. Nangangakong pakamamahalin ang kanyang dakilang mithiin. Pagsisikapan namin gamitin ang tamang karunungan sa amin ay inihasik sa marangal na pamumuhay sa pagpapaligaya sa kapwa at sa paglilingkod sa inang bayan. Gayon din, inihain namin ang aming sarili sa pagtataguyod ng mga ginintoang aral ng dakilang lumikha at sa pagtatanggol sa simulain ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Patnubayan nawa kami ng dakilang lumikha.
Upang balikan ang mga alaalang hindi malilimutan sa junior high school, ating panoorin ang mga natatanging larawan kasabay ng isang awitin.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile on my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, know I love you for that. Honest and selfless, I don't know if this helps it, but
good job, you're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah. You're doing a good job. doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah.
6 in the morning, as soon as you walk through that door, everyone needs you again. The world's out of order. It's not a sound when you're not around.
All day on your feet, hard to keep that energy. I know when it feels like the end of the road, you don't let go, you just press forward. You're the engine that makes all things go, go. Always in disguise, my hero. I see a light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, oh, I love you for that. Honest and selfless, I don't know if this helps it, but
Good job, you're doing a good job, a good job.
good job.
You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, matter, matter.
Good job.
You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah.
The mothers, the fathers, the teachers that bring us, strangers to friends that show up in the air. From the bottom to the top, the listeners that hear us, this is for you. You make me feel it. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, matter, matter.
Thank you so much to our first responders, our healthcare workers, our mothers.
Thank you to our moms and our dads. Thank you to our teachers who've helped us.
We know it's been hard. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
The fathers, the teachers that reach us, strangers to friends that show up in the air. From the bottom to the top, the listeners that hear us, this is for you. You make me feel it. You're doing a good job, a good job.
Ang gawain ito ay napakahalagang bahagi sa buhay ng ating mga magsisipagtapos. Patunay lamang na ang anumang pagsubok sa buhay ay hindi hadlang sa pagkamit ng rurok ng tagumpay. Sa ngalan ng Tuwi National High School, amin pong binabati ang mga magulang at mga mag-aaral sa napakahalagang araw na ito. Gayon din sa mga katauhang nakiisa sa programang ito ng paaralan. Ako po si Binibining Rylene A. Rongalerios, tagapagpadaloy ng programa.